What's up, you guys? Welcome back to another video. I am Gabrielle Laurel, or as you can see, I go by G Laurel Makeup. So in today's video, we are going to be testing out some new goodies, mainly from the Sephora collection. So I did pick up their new contour stick in the shade number 3, which is medium to tan. And this is what she looks like. This looks very pigmented, creamy, and promising. So we are going to test this out. This is definitely just going to be a first impressions. Products like this, I can't really necessarily tell within a wear test. But I also did pick up their 12-hour eyeshadow primer. Now, I did open this already. And honestly, how it looks as far as the color and the consistency, it kind of reminds me of the Urban Decay Primer Potion, their eyeshadow primer. I also did pick up one of the new shades of their Lacquer Shine lipsticks. This is in the shade number 15, which is Big Bang Beige, I believe. And so I just kind of want to show you what it looks like. So it's one of those like shiny formulas. I do feel like this could be a dupe for the new YSL. It looks like this, but it's from YSL. If I remember, I will have it on the screen. Also, I went over to Ulta. They finally had the new MAC reformulated Studio Fix foundation in store. I did pick up shade NC40. I'm typically NC42, but I saw reviews that it does oxidize, so I'm hoping NC40 works for me. I'm trying to debate if I want to go ahead and use it in today's video, because then that means I would have to do a wear test. Let's just do it. Let's do a wear test. Before we jump into the video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and leave a comment down below. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this first impressions and wear test now. Okay, so the skin is prepped as far as like my moisturizer. I am definitely experiencing like some breakouts, some redness. So we will definitely see how this foundation does. Don't mind my hair, you guys. I just got out the shower and I washed it. And this is my hair when I allow it to air dry. This is my texture. Let me see. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and prime at this point. Let me actually grab my primer. Alright, so today for primer, I'm using the MAC Studio Fix Mattifying 12-Hour Shine Control Primer. This is going to go in my T-zone where I tend to get oily. And for the perimeter of my face, Milk Hydro Grip. I understand that there are so many dupes, but I always keep finding myself coming back to this Milk Hydro Grip. I actually, I'm going to pick up one of these because I feel like by the time summer is over, I will be done with this bottle, and I need to make sure that I have my backup. But it's just something about the Milk Hydro Grip. It's something about it. I mean, I have the dupes and all of that, but this one is definitely a go-to for me. And then, like I said, the MAC Studio Fix Mattifying Primer. I'm just going to take a little bit of that and massage that in my T-zone area. I feel like today is going to be a day of using a lot of MAC products, well, as much as I can. I think the only thing I don't have is like a MAC concealer. I do not have MAC blushes. But yeah, it's Sunday, so we're going to keep it very light on the face. You guys, these are some cute press-on nails, but they are way too long for me. And I feel like that's why this one broke. Because I have to clean. I'm out grocery shopping. I'm doing stuff. If it breaks, it breaks. But I have been loving press-on nails ever since everything lifted from the pandemic. I just feel like no nail shop has been able to... It's like the quality of the nails isn't as good, but yet the prices went up. And you're not about to waste my time or my money. So the most that I do at the nail shops now is get my toes done. But other than that, that's about it. So I'm going to let this primer sit for about 5 minutes before we go in with the foundation. Alright, you guys, so as I mentioned, I did pick up the shade NC40. So again, I heard that the newer reformulated oxidizes. This is NC42. So this is the original MAC Studio Fix Fluid. It does have SPF 15 as well as both of them. On the new packaging, it does say 24-hour matte foundation plus oil control. So again, we will see, because I do have oily combo skin. I am mainly oily in my T-zone, pretty normal around the perimeter of my face. Of course, they did update it to have a pump. If you want to see me use the old one side by side with the new one, then definitely let me know in the comments, and I can do that and do like a wear test. But yes, we are going to go ahead and get this started. So even though it has SPF 15 in it, not just rely on the SPF in your foundations or skin tints. My go-to SPFs is Black Girl sunscreen. This is SPF 30. And then I do like the e.l.f. Sun Touchable Whoa Glow SPF 30. So these are the only two that I have right now. I also do like the one by Tula. If I remember, I'll have it on the screen, but that one, I really like it. I love the glow that it gives. I actually need to purchase that one again. And then I think IT Cosmetics just released the new SPF, but it's also a primer. So I want to do that and do like a wear test with that one. But yes, let's go ahead and jump into the foundation. It does say to shake well. So I'm going to do that, and then we're going to apply it on the skin, blend it, and I'll zoom in so you guys can see what it looks like. All right, you guys, so this is the MAC Studio Fix Fluid SPF 15 24-hour matte foundation plus oil control. There are 67 shades on Ulta's website. Again, I have NC40. It's $44, 1 fluid ounce. And it states that this is MAC's original matte foundation, which has been remastered with a soft matte finish, 87% skincare ingredients, and easy to apply pump. Now, it does say now in 67 shades. I don't know how many shades the original formula had. So I am going to go ahead and blend one side out with this sponge. This is by the brand Painted. I personally really do like the sponge. I feel like this is a nice soft sponge. I love how huge it gets once you do wet it, and obviously like once it becomes damp, it gives you a lot of room to work with the sponge. But as you can see, this is one side blended out. Now I do also see some areas where I feel like I need to apply just a little bit more foundation, but the other side we are going to blend out with a brush. And this brush is by Morphe. I am going to spray the brush as I always do, but this is Morphe M439. So this is a more dense foundation brush. I believe this is still available on Ulta's website. So definitely get it while you can before they discontinue this one. But it is a really good foundation brush. As you can see, definitely one of my favorite go-to foundation brushes. So I think that everything looks good. I feel like the coverage on both sides, because this brush by Morphe, this is the Morphe M439. I believe that Ulta still has this brush in stock. I will have a link down below, but this is seriously one of my favorite foundation brushes. But I feel like it kind of gave me the same amount of coverage as the sponge. So the sponge is not soaking wet, but it is damp. I do feel like there are still some areas that I can maybe still apply a little bit more. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Now the little like spatula brush that I used is also from Morphe. It is the E57. So I have a lot of Morphe brushes when they were very popular, and they are still going strong. I truly wish that Morphe would bring back a lot of their like OG brushes. So I'm just going to touch up. So I do feel like you could definitely see that it oxidized just by what I blended out, and then the two patches here. So I'm just going to go over a few spots and touch those up. This time I'm just going to use the brush for both sides. But I just kind of wanted to show you initially firsthand what it looks like blended out on both sides. Now I'm going to let the foundation sit for a little bit before we go in and try the new cream contour stick from Sephora collection. Then once I show you guys that, blend that out, we'll jump into the lip combo using the new Sephora Lacquer Shine lipstick. So I think NC40 was a good choice for me as opposed to NC42. So if you guys do want to see me try the old Studio Fix fluid next to the brand new one with the pump, like I said, let me know. It might be a little off because they're two, you know, NC42 is obviously a shade up from NC40, but I will still be willing to do that. So yes, I'm going to let this sit. Then we're going to go in with cream contour. All right, you guys, I'm just showing you, this is the side that I blended out with the brush. And I just kind of pretty much wanted to show up close. The other side is obviously with the sponge, but still really good coverage. I think this was a very nice shade match. All right, so now going in with the Sephora Collection Cream Contour Stick. Now there are only 4 shades. I did pick up the shade number 3, which is medium to tan skin tones. Retails for $14, and you do get 0.19 ounces or 5.5 grams of product. So it says that this is best for oily combo normal skin. This has a matte finish. And supposedly is waterproof. So that is something good to know. I did not know all of that with purchasing this, but I feel like that is perfect, obviously, for my skin type. So this says it is a cream to powder contouring stick that blends effortlessly to create a lightweight and naturally sculpted look in seconds. The coverage is full, medium light, and the finish is matte. Obviously, it is a stick formula. So initially, when I first bought this and I swatched it on the back of my hand, it definitely looked a little bit more warm than what it does on the skin. I think once you start blending it out, you do see a little bit of that cool tone peeking through. But honestly, this looks really good to me. So far, there are no issues just with me blending this. I don't see any patching or skipping. I'm not really one to pile my cream blush or bronzer on in fear of messing up my makeup, but so far I think this looks good. All right, you guys, this is the nose contour brush by e.l.f. So I'm going to take the more fluffier side, dip it on top of that stick, and I'm going to blend it out and like even it out on the brush on the front, you know, basically on the back of my hand. I'm not good at nose contouring, but I'm just going to put those 2 lines on the side. This is what I always typically do with nose contour, just to kind of add some type of shape to the nose. This is a really good brush and tool for that nose contour, and it's very inexpensive, but this is what everything looks like as so far, basically with it blended in. All right, y'all, for concealer, this is Anastasia Beverly Hills Concealer in the shade number 10. Now, this concealer is going back viral, but I feel like this concealer has always been very good. I just think that this was another case of a lot of new makeup coming out. We forget about what we have. And so now that everybody is revisiting this concealer, you know, it's like the best new thing on the market. However, this did go 50% off during the Ulta sale. I did pick up shade number 8, which is like more of a brightening shade. And then I also did grab a backup of shade number 10 because this is a concealer that I find myself kind of gravitating towards even off camera. Sometimes I do forget about my other concealers, but yes, this is a really good concealer, gives you nice amount of coverage, but it's not like dry or cakey on the skin. So I really do personally like it. And I'm just going to blend those edges with my sponge just to make sure everything looks cohesive. All right, you guys, so this is MAC Studio Fix powder in the shade C3. This is what I would use as a more brightening powder on the under eyes. And I'm just going to use this pressed powder to set first before going in with loose powder. The brush that I used is Morphe M554. If you can, I would try to go to Morphe's website and type in these brush numbers to see if they are still available and pick them up. Next, this is H&B Cosmetics loose powder in the shade number 2 translucent. Watch how brightening this powder is. Like, it really brightened up that under eye. What I will say, this is another UK brand. I just think that every UK brand, their makeup that I used, it never steered me wrong. Everything always just looked flawless. So I feel like that's why all the UK girls, their makeup just always looks good, because their products are really that good. So this is NC42. This is MAC Studio Fix Press Powder in NC42. And I am just going to use this to pretty much set the perimeter of my face. I always like to go in with the powder that is more closer to my skin tone to be able to do that. Like set down those cream contours and all of that good stuff, even though I'm going to go in with a powder bronzer. Now here I highlighted with the Anastasia Beverly Hills highlighter. I forgot to add powder bronzer and powder blush. So for the bronzer, this is the MAC Skin Finish Matte Bronzer in the shade Deep Golden. So I'm just going to use that to add bronzer around the perimeter of the face. And then for blush, you guys, I found this blush in my drawer and I was like, why did I even spend $40 on this? This is the Dior blush. Yes, it was $40 and that to me explains why I only have one. But I don't know. It just wasn't as good as I feel like it was made out to be. But this is in that more red shade. What is the actual shade name? It is Cherry. So it is a cherry red blush, but I felt like this would just be something cute to kind of do with the look today. The main focus was not about the blush, but mainly the foundation and the bronzer, the cream bronzer. Okay, guys, just to show you all, this is the Sephora Collection Boost and Lock 12-Hour Eyeshadow Primer. Again, this retails for $12. It is best for oily combo normal skin. It is long wearing per the claims. So I'm just going in with the Morphe X Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics eyeshadow palette. This is mainly just neutrals and warm tones. I feel like the primer definitely showed the true pigmentation of the darker colors. So we will definitely have to continue to wear this and see how it plays out throughout the day, since it says that it is for oily combo normal skin, because I do have oily eyelids. For the lipstick today, as far as the lip combo, this is MAC's lip liner in Stone, and then I am gonna go in with the new Sephora Collection lipstick. It is their Lacquer Shine lipstick in the shade number 15, which is Big Bang Beige. So it has like that shiny glossy effect to it already, but there's pigmentation, and this is what all we're gonna do for the lip combo. Don't mind the hair today. My hair is not gonna act right today, even with product in it, because I washed it. But this is the completed look. I genuinely felt like I could have done better blending this eyeshadow, but we're just going to ignore that. Okay? All right, you guys. So this concludes today's makeup look. I feel like the skin looks even. It looks nice. It looks flawless. Again, I am seeing a little bit of glow peeking through. That could definitely be from like my skincare, all of that good stuff. So I won't hold it to the foundation just yet. My main concern is my T-zone. So like I said, it's about 3:40. We are going to keep this on until about 10, 11 o'clock tonight, just to kind of do a full day's wear test, since it is later in the day. But so far, so good. I have no complaints. In regards to the Sephora Collection Contour Stick, this thing is creamy. It's pigmented. I saw no patchiness when blending. And I just think that it's nice to have something inexpensive that you can kind of get your hands on. So I love that. I feel like Sephora Collection has a lot of hidden gems that people sleep on, but they have some really good products. The eyeshadow primer, it amplified the eyeshadows. I did not set the primer because I wanted to see if the shadows can go directly over top, and I feel like it did. I feel like it allowed the eyeshadows to truly show their true pigmentation, and for $12 you can't beat it. Again, I'm feeling like it's giving Urban Decay Primer Potion, and that's just a personal take of mine. So if that was a favorite eyeshadow primer for you, then I think that you would like the Sephora Collection. And last but not least, this Lacquer Shine lipstick by Sephora. This again is in the shade number 15, which is Big Bang Beige. So definitely a true nice beigey tone lipstick here, but I feel like this is something that will definitely be a go-to, something wearable. And you know, YSL just came out with those lip gels, which looks like the same packaging, and those are $45. So $15 as opposed to $45. I mean, I initially wanted the YSL. I don't know that I'm gonna purchase that because it is a pretty penny for just a lipstick or lip gel, lip shine, whatever they call it. And there are certain things I just cannot justify with the price. So I am going to go ahead and go outside, do some natural lighting takes just so you can see what the skin and the face looks like. I am going to do a check-in, and like I said, I'll give you the final thoughts on the foundation at the end. As far as the Sephora collection products, I will say to definitely give the lipsticks or the lacquer shines a try. I do like the eyeshadow primer and the contour stick. Is any of this stuff necessary to purchase? No. But so far, I am liking it. And I'm excited to also see at the end of the day how the eyelids look. I do have some oily eyelids as well. So I definitely want to see if this is that 12-hour shine. 12-hour wear for the eyeshadow primer. I want to see how everything just holds up throughout the day. But yes, you guys, let me go ahead and get about my day. I have laundry to do and all of that good stuff. So I will make sure to, do that and do my normal routine on a Sunday just so we could see the true quality of the foundation and of these products. All right, you guys. So this is natural lighting. I literally just got done crying off of a commercial. Listen, I'm sensitive like that, but we're going to go ahead and continue with the wear test and we'll check back in. All right, you guys. So I feel like the foundation looks pretty good for the halfway mark. Now I will have makeup missing on the top of my nose and a little bit on the under eye area because I do wear glasses all day, every day. So that is going to happen for me, of course. But I think overall, this foundation looks really good on the skin. I think it's settled in nicely. So this gets a thumbs up from me. I hope you all stay safe, be blessed, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.